name is Jess Aleks and I am a beauty-based blogger and also a makeup artist. And some of my favorite brands are all brands that we don't really have easy access to here in Australia and here in Melbourne specifically. I came across this website called Adore Beauty, which you might have heard of. It's an Australian-based website. They have a lot of those brands that, like I said, we just don't really have access to. So one of my favorite brands that they do stock is YSL, and I'm going to talk to you about some of my favorite products. So these have been around for a while. They're the YSL Rouge Volupte lip glosses, I guess. Sort of hybrid lip gloss lipstick. And they obviously are really, really beautiful packaging. And the product itself, it smells really nice. It smells like candy. They are very hydrating, very comfortable to wear on the lips. They have so many colors. This one is probably my favorite. It's number 9. I'll show you guys a quick swatch of it. It's just a very nice rosy pink color. I find that with these lipsticks, they kind of make your lips look bigger and poutier, which is obviously what we all want. Something about how like juicy it makes your lips. Another new product that I have from YSL are these tinted oils, which you might have seen in a lot of magazines lately. Again, feels really comfortable on the lips. It kind of feels, obviously it's an oil, so it feels like an oil, but not like that gross kind of petroleum oil, but just like a very luxurious, like wet. It just gives a very light tint to your lips and just looks very natural. Yeah, and the really cool thing that I like with YSL, and I think we all like, is the packaging is so luxurious and so beautiful. I think it really makes it worth the money aside from the product being amazing. Again, from YSL, this foundation, the YSL Fusion Ink Foundation, everyone's been talking about it. You might have heard a lot of people say that it feels very velvety and silky, and it really, really does. It just feels like satin on your skin. I've never seen or felt a foundation quite like it before. It's an oil-based foundation, so the coverage is a little bit better, although it is still very thin and very kind of watery, so you might be surprised at how good the coverage actually is. I would recommend this for people with that don't really have too problematic skin. If your skin's a little bit clearer, you want something that's quite light, you don't really need too much coverage, then I think you'll really like this foundation. So Anastasia Beverly Hills is a really, really great brand, specifically for their eyebrow products. You might have heard of the Dip Brow and the Brow Wiz, stuff like that. But they are kind of hard to access in Australia. Not even that, but when you can find it, a lot of websites and retailers tend to really jack up the price and make it quite a lot more expensive than it actually is. That's the really great thing about Adore Beauty, because they guarantee to match the price of any Australian online retailer, so you know you're getting a fair price. I really do like the Brow Wiz, which is just a brow pencil, but this is my favorite product. This is the pomade, and I've been using this for every day for the last probably year and a half. It's just kind of like a moussey sort of gel, and you apply it. It's kind of like an eyeliner from the brows, really, which might sound scary because you think you're gonna have like really like those Sharpie brows, but if you just use a light hand, and they have some really great brushes again, which you can find on the website. Another brand that's been getting so much attention lately is Becca. They have my favorite highlighters ever. I used to love that highlighter, Mary Luminizer from the Balm. These highlighters, they're amazing. You've probably heard of Becca, Opal and Moonstone. It gives a sheen, but it doesn't really have like any chunky glitter or anything like that. So I feel like anyone would be able to use this. You could use the light hand with it if you don't want such an intense look. Opal is my favorite. The Opal shade is my favorite, and I think that is the more intense one. I also have Moonstone here, which I think would be nicer for lighter skin tones, but again, I think people can still get away with wearing Opal if your skin is quite light. But yeah, Moonstone is a little less intense. It's a little bit more on the pearly side, whereas Opal is more on the champagne side. So I like wearing highlight obviously on the cheekbones. I like wearing it above my lip because I think it just accentuates that like poutiness and makes your lips look a bit bigger than they are. You could put it on your brow bone, or some people like to put it on the tip of their nose. I like on the cheekbones using these with a fan brush. Another one of my favorite things is that it's actually free shipping on all Australian orders. So if you want to try any of these products, you get free shipping. Please do let me know if you guys do try any of these products and what you thought, because I would love to hear your thoughts about them. you.